my gorgeous sweet cherubs. I thought I would just do a little video and show you the foods I'm eating at the minute because I'm having so much fun in the kitchen and I just love creating and sharing new recipes with you all. I feel like the internet is a very scary place at the minute when it comes to food and diet and wellness advice, and there's so many fitness influencers out there, you know, promoting these really unhealthy, unsustainable lifestyles that are so all or nothing. You know, you have to cut this out your diet, you have to cut this out your diet, you have to go on a 40-minute walk every day, you have to do 10,000 steps, you have to do a 60-minute workout every day, you have to do weights, Pilates, and it's just unsustainable, it's unrealistic, and it just takes the joy out of eating food, it takes the joy out of just living and existing. And I feel like we all just need to chill out a little bit. And you know, I've learned over many years to just listen to my body, and every day is different. That's something that I really want to reiterate. Every single day is different depending how hungry I am, what I fancy, how stressed I am, where I am in my cycle. Every day is different, but this is just an example of the foods that make me feel good and make me feel happy. And hopefully this shows you that you don't have to have a crazy strict diet and remove all the things that you love from your meals and your days in order to have a body that you feel good in and you feel energized in and you feel confident in. I just really want to show you that eating in a way that makes you feel good, eating in a way that nourishes your body, does not have to be complicated. And these lifestyles that we see pushed everywhere on social media at the minute are unsustainable and they're not realistic, and you don't have to get 10,000 steps in a day. You don't have to cut out, you don't have to stop eating oats because they're going to spike your blood sugar. You don't have to stop eating fruit because there's too much sugar in it. It's nonsense. It's nonsense. Eat what makes you feel good and everything else will follow, and you'll just feel good and you'll feel confident. I am vegan, but that's not a health thing, that's an ethical thing. I love animals so much and I just don't want to eat them, and I don't want to eat their little eggies, but that's just an ethical decision that I made. It's not for health reasons, and it's not restrictive for me because I just eat the same things that I ate before, just a vegan version. But anyway, we can talk more about it later. So yeah, hope you enjoy the video and I love you so much. Good morning. Here we have some delicious brekkie. It's some toasted rye bread, avocado, scrambled tofu, some spring onions on there. We have garlic, black pepper, salt, turmeric, of course, some everything but the bagel seasoning. And at the minute, I'm enjoying a glass of coconut water in the morning because I usually have a herbal tea, but I'm in Australia. It's going to be summer here soon. The mornings are very hot and very humid, so it is a little bit hot in the mornings for a hot cup of tea. So coconut water has been my bevy of choice. This one especially. Guys, this is crack cocaine. I don't know what the fuck they put in here. I literally, every other coconut water to me, unless it's like fresh from a coconut, every other brand of coconut water to me now tastes like arsehole, like unwashed arsehole, because this one, it's so sweet. It's just 100% coconuts. I don't know what the fuck they do with these coconuts, but it's absolutely incredible. They come from Vietnam apparently. I don't know, they're just absolutely amazing. I go through a big bottle of this maybe every 2 days. Sometimes I'll drink a full one in a day, which I'm trying not to do because they are $5. But yeah, coconut water is so incredible for you, so good for your skin, just your overall health. It's just, it's nature's electrolyte, and you can't beat it. It's just scrumptious, so good for you. It's incredible. Crack. It's absolute crack. Oh, it's hot today, guys. So very simple brekkie, but very delish. Very delish indeed. Oh, I dropped a bit of tofu. We also have chili jam on there, and that, I'm just chewing. That chili jam in combination with the creamy avocado on the toast is absolutely heavenly. My favorite flavor is anything salty sweet, so I will usually have some kind of sweet element in a savory meal, and vice versa. If I'm having something sweet, I like it to be a little bit salty or have some kind of savory element in there. I just think it's the best. So I don't have any like rules when it comes to food, but something I do like to do is have seeds and stuff in my teeth. Try and prioritize having some kind of protein in my breakfast, just because I feel like it really sets you up for the day. I'm gonna eat this, watch some Sophia and Shinsia on YouTube, and have a good time.
You saw it 2 weeks ago as well. Oh no.
Good morning. We are just...
We're on flights.
Yes. So when it comes to what I eat in a day, I'm sorry if you can hear construction in the background. There's some noisy boys out there today. I don't know what they're doing, what they're drilling, but they're being very noisy. When it comes to what I eat in a day, I know there's mixed opinions on these videos. I really enjoy making these videos. Content creation, that is my job at the end of the day, and I think the food-based videos are usually the ones that I can have the most fun with, but I want people to use them for, you know, recipe inspiration, meal inspiration, rather than comparison, because different foods work so differently for everybody. Every single person will have foods that make them feel good, and every single person will have foods that make them feel shitty, and it's just about finding which ones work for you. And the foods that I show, that's just what works best for me. And they are pretty simple recipes, but I think they're delicious. I think you can have really simple, easy meals that are really delicious and satisfy you and fill you up. And yeah, I think the best way to view these videos, like what I eat in a day videos, is for inspiration, not for comparison. Don't compare how you eat to anybody else, because at the end of the day, your body is your body, their body is their body, and what works for them might not work for you. So you just gotta have a play around with different foods and different meals, and see what makes you feel good, see what gives you energy, and see what agrees with you. And like I say, everybody is different, every day is different. I eat differently every single day depending on so many factors, like where I am in my cycle, how stressed I am, just how hungry I am. Some days you will eat more, some days you'll eat less, and that's completely fine. Just make sure that you are eating enough and you're good to go, baby. Oh, do excuse me. Today I'm not up to too much. I think I'm just going to edit this video as I go, because that just makes the process so much easier and quicker. And I haven't posted in a couple of weeks, so I want to get this up ASAP. I filmed a weekly vlog, but guys, I uploaded the footage from my camera to my laptop, and I just couldn't even bring myself to edit it because it was so half-arsed and just not up to scratch, and the footage was all over the place. So I couldn't bring myself to even edit it, because I was like, this is not top quality, this is pretty shitty quality. I was filming like one day and then I stopped filming in the middle of the day and started filming 3 days later, and it was just so all over the place. So I just scrapped that and thought I would film this one instead. Do excuse me, but I haven't posted in a while, so I want to get it up ASAP. So I'm going to edit this as I go. I want to make some Rocky Road, so I'm going to film that for TikTok, because I made a Rocky Road. It was like a take on a Rocky Road, just using what I had in, but it was delicious. So I want to do a different version of that today. And apart from that, not up to much, my darlings, not up to much at all. Guys, oh my god, I have chalky mouth. I just filmed the recipe on my phone for this Rocky Road, and I'll put the video in that I filmed, but goodness gracious me, this is so delicious. That is one of the most delicious things I've had in a very long while. Instead of telling you what's in it, I'll put the video in that I took for TikTok. That is absolutely delicious. I mixed some almond butter through the chocolate, so it's got a really nice creamy texture. It's just absolutely bloody delicious. It's got so many different textures in, and it's just tremendous. Now, I'm a big sweet tooth. I am a very big sweet tooth. I need to have at least 1 or 2 sweet things every single day. It just makes me happy. Makes me very happy. Chocolate specifically, I am a big chocolate bitch. If you say you don't like chocolate, one, I think you're lying. I think deep down in your soul, you love chocolate, and for some reason you are lying, because it's impossible. And number 2, I do not trust you. If you come to me and say you don't like chocolate, I do not trust you, get away from me. But I do like to focus on desserts and sweet treats that are lower in refined sugar, just because that's what makes me feel good. I have an anxiety disorder. I've been diagnosed with generalized anxiety, and sugar is something that can make me feel a little bit worse and a little bit more on edge and a little bit anxious. So when I started to focus on desserts that are lower in refined sugar, you know, using things like maple syrup and agave syrup and dark chocolate, it honestly, one, tastes better to me. Like, this is delicious. There's so many different textures and flavors, and dark chocolate I think is fucking delicious. So when I make my desserts, I genuinely think they taste so fucking good. It's not like a sacrifice in taste for me. I just think it's a lot richer and a lot more decadent, and I just enjoy stuff like this a lot more. So one, the taste is just as good, if not better, and two, it doesn't make me feel the way that having a lot of refined sugar does. That will just, like I say, just makes my anxiety a lot worse, and I feel like it affects my skin. But using, like I say, like natural sugars, that makes me feel good. I don't get the same feeling that I do when I have refined sugar. So obviously if I'm craving something that has refined sugar in, I will have it. You know, if I'm going out for a meal or something, I'm not gonna not have something because it has refined sugar. If it's a birthday or something and I get a birthday cake, I'm just gonna get a normal cake. But for the most part, since I am a big sweet tooth and I do like to have a couple of sweet things every day, reducing the amount of refined sugar I have and replacing it with natural sugars is something that has been great for me, because like I say, I'm not compromising any of the taste. It still tastes amazing to me. If not, it tastes even better. I'll still have regular refined sugar now and again if I want it, if I'm craving it, but for the most part, I crave things like this. I crave things that are made with dates. I fucking love dates. A juicy medjool date, fuck me up. That is one of the most delicious things in the world to me. I just think they're so delicious and chewy. But if you want a Snickers bar, me love, just have a Snickers bar. You don't need to make an alternative if that's not what you're craving. And this is what I mean by everybody is different, and you just have to find what works for you and makes you feel good in your body. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Guys, the humidity today is fucking crazy. It's crazy, and I better put this back in the fridge, otherwise it's gonna melt. Okay guys, lunch is served. Every time I film, I have some kind of skin product on my face. Lunch is a random one. I'm not a big meal prepper, but something I always have in my fridge is this chickpea tahini smash. It's a little bit like a tuna mayo type situation. I just put loads of different veggies in there. I put sweet corn, red onion, I'll put some gherkins in there, some tahini, some vegan mayo, and then I'll chop up some nori sheets and put that in to give it a little bit of a fishy taste. It's very yummy. So I put some in some rice paper rolls and made some summer rolls. This is obviously not by any means an authentic Vietnamese summer roll. In no way is it an authentic Vietnamese summer roll, but I feel like, as random as it is, I feel like it's going to be pretty delicious. I don't know how it wouldn't be delicious. Then I've got a little bit of sweet chili in there, and we need to get some more because, guys, the amount of sweet chili that my partner and I, Jamie, go through is astronomical. We go through maybe a bottle every two weeks. We put it on literally everything that we eat. I think that looks pretty yummy, and it's so hot today. I'm just craving like refreshing things. That is bloody lovely. That's actually delicious. You have the crunchiness of the veggies inside, and then the crisp lettuce, but then it's also really creamy inside, and then like the chewiness of the rice paper roll. It's quite divine actually. I think I will 100% make this again. This is what I mean, guys. Just gotta have fun in the kitchen. Find meals that excite you and bring you joy. That is really spectacular. I just think there is so much, quite frankly, bullshit on social media at the minute, and people have been scared into eating foods that are even good for you. Like, people are scared to eat fruit because these unqualified fitness influencers have told them that there's too much fucking sugar in fruit. It's a load of shit. It's a crock of shit. If you want an apple, please have an apple and don't stress about it. I think the key to having a really good relationship with food, because it is so difficult for a lot of people these days because of all the conflicting information on social media, is just really to not overcomplicate and overthink what you eat. Just find things that make you feel good and that taste good. Don't look at me. Okay, so I've just put some veggies in my baby hairs. Guys, please recommend to me a good hair gel or hair oil that's going to keep my baby hairs slicked back, because it's driving me insane, as you can see. I've just put some veggies in. I'm gonna do like a roasted vegetable pasta salad for dinner tonight. Just very quick, very easy, very delicious. It's just always delish. I just love a roasted vegetable. So yummy, so scrummy. You saw me put the carrots and the onion in, and then I put the broccoli in when there's 20 minutes left on the timer, because otherwise the broccoli burns. It just doesn't need as long in the oven. The broccoli, it's very tender, it's very gentle, just needs 15-20 minutes and it'll go soft and succulent. Really going through a gherkin pickle, whatever you want to call them, phase at the minute. I am putting them in every single salad that I have. I just think they elevate any salad so much. That little bit of like sour sweetness is just tremendous. So if you're wondering why, oh my god, I'm all in disarray, guys. I'm all in disarray. It's afternoon sweet treat time, ladies and gents, and today we are going with this ginger shortbread caramel chocolate. My goodness gracious, guys, this brand, Loco Love, their chocolates are insane and they're so expensive. Do you want to guess how much this tiny little chocolate cost me? This minuscule little chocolate. Would you like to guess how much this tiny, minuscule, teeny tiny piece of chocolate cost me? No, you're wrong, it was actually $6. $6 I pay for these, but I can't help myself. I think they're so delicious. All of the caramel ones, they do a caramel butter pecan one, and it's just filled with like this gooey caramel and this big pecan. And oh my god, they do one which is just a plain caramel and it tastes exactly like Cadbury's caramel. Do I have something on my tooth? They're so yummy, and wow, I look so naked right now. I look so stark naked right now. I promise I do have clothing items on. I do. This is the limited edition Christmas one, and it's a gingerbread. It has like a gingerbread shortbread in there, and it has caramel and ginger obviously, and it's fucking unreal. And I went and bought 3 of these the other day. 3. The total was $17 for 3 of these tiny little chocolates. They're so small. And I thought, okay, I'll pace myself with these. I'll have like 1 a week as a little treat, because they're expensive. They can be my little expensive little treat. No, I had 1 the day before yesterday, I had 1 yesterday and 1 today, so they've lasted me 3 days. But I guess $6 isn't that bad. It's really not that bad. It's just the size. Like if they were a little bit bigger, like if they were 1 of these and then half of it again, it would be a lot more justifiable. But the ingredients are actually really quite good, so I feel like it's kind of worth the money. Like some of them have adaptogens and stuff in them, so I convinced myself that they're worth the price, and they are, because they're so delicious. There she is. She's gorgeous. And you know what it is, if I was going out, I wouldn't hesitate to spend that much on like a cocktail. If I was getting a little spicy margie, it would be double the price, triple the price. If I was getting a little glass of wine, wouldn't hesitate. So now I've said that, I'm craving a spicy marg. Anyway, let's have this for now. It's a joke. It's actually a joke. They're so yummy. Oh, by the way, guys, I went to Yochi the other night, which is, I think it's only in Australia. It's basically a frozen yogurt place, like Froyo, where you go and you can put your different toppings on. And they do this cookie dough, which is incredible. It's so delicious. It's my favorite topping at Yochi. But whenever I go and I put it on, it's on the top and it's always demolished within the first 3 bites. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like plonked on the top, and to get to the yogurt underneath you have to kind of eat the cookie dough. So when I went the other day, and the cookie dough is like really soft, and it's like a spread, like a cookie dough spread. I went and I got before I put the frozen yogurt in the tub, I went and I got a massive spoonful of the cookie dough and I spread it all across the bottom of the tub and up the sides. So it was like the inside of the tub was encased in the cookie dough, yeah? So then I went and put the frozen yogurt on top of that, and then all of the other toppings. So you had, as you were eating, you could like scoop down the side and scoop to the bottom and get a bit of cookie dough, but it wasn't all gone in the first 3 bites, you know what I mean? You still had so much cookie dough left by the end. And I just thought I would tell you about that, because I feel like that's a bit of a hack. You know, if any of you are fond of frozen yogurt or go to Yochi and you like the cookie dough, it was quite a revelation. It's like, you know, when you get an acai bowl and they put the granola at the bottom so that you don't eat the granola first, you get like a surprise of granola at the end, and you're like, thank you for doing that, thank you. Yeah, it was like that, but in cookie dough frozen yogurt version, and it was quite sublime, quite incredible. So I just thought I would enlighten you about that. I'm doing this pasta. It's very yummy and it's a really good way to get protein and lots of iron into your meal. If you don't eat meat, this is so high in iron, and to me it just tastes pretty much the same as normal pasta. If we're having like a saucy pasta dish, we'll just have regular pasta, but for pasta salads I just like using that. Tastes yummy. Okay, so for the base we have some salad leaves, some tomatoes, some cabbage, some carrot, some avocado. I used the other half from this morning. And then I'm just going to drizzle this in a little bit of olive oil. Okay, so I've just re-air fried the vegetables and the pasta, which I've put a little bit of soy sauce on. Bit of a mixy mix. Black pepper. The tahini sauce. A little bit of lemon. And the finishing touch, a bit of vegan parm. Wham bam, thank you ma'am. That is really quite magnificent. I wish you could smell this through the screen. When are they gonna invent smell-o-vision, please? Oh wow, I just love this meal. I could eat this every single day. Guys, this is serious. I cannot recommend Love Island Australia enough to you all. It is fantastic. That parmesan is so fucking good.
Has left the room.
Yummy?
Doesn't make the bed.
Yummy?
Every single morning with him.
Yummy?
Yeah, yummy.
Were you alright? It is my true belief that a day is not complete without a gorgeous little sweet treat at the end. So tonight we are having, I've made these caramel slices. The base is like a no-bake biscuit base and then a date caramel. And then I blended chocolate hazelnut butter into the caramel, and then on top it's chocolate and hazelnuts, and they look absolutely gorgeous. I don't have the exact recipe for these because I didn't film it or anything, but there's loads and loads and loads of recipes exactly like this on my TikTok and my Instagram. This is my go-to dessert really, some kind of like caramel slice. I'll usually do Snickers. Sometimes I'll do Snickers, but today we've gone with hazelnut, and they look very gorgeous.
You also have to make a filling.
Oh yeah.